Ooh. Finally doing something over here, eh? Actually, I think that was just the timer. I don't think that was actually him doing it. So, anyway, though, it's a lower risk for discovering. I guess that's a thing. If we take a look at our finances, you can see that we're operating at 1.8. Sorry, I can't read. $1.18 million loss so far this year. It's July. That's about to change with all the releases we're having. We haven't really released any films, but now we're going to be releasing lots of films, and so we're going to end up being profitable now. We're going to develop story elements 15% faster. Very good. I think before I go any further here, I'm going for rolling edits. I want them. And you know what? Do I want them 40 days earlier? No. But I do want them. So we're going to go ahead and get rolling edits so I can fix problems as they arise in all of our movies and stuff. Stuff like this, probably. Rolling edits wouldn't fix this. But now Gertrude is... like, how many women are going to have babies here? I mean, I'm not saying it's yeah, duh, they have babies. But like, okay, every single one of them is going to do this on the set? What is this? Come on now. Come on now. Feed her, let her feed her baby, and men can suffer. That's the way it's going to be. I don't want her. And the whole film, it says the filming will go 30% slower, but like, that's going to be my response to that every single time. Just let her do it. I don't want her to be mad. The cameraman was looking at the solar eclipse. I didn't know it was better to wear eye protection. Really? The cinematographer didn't understand this? Now, thanks to the burn, Homer Warren can hardly see anything. Let's wait till his vision is repaired. We'll have to find a replacement for him. He's pretty damn good at his job. 15 days, we can wait. 15 days, I feel like he would recover much slower than 15 days by looking directly at the sun. But, you know, maybe he only did it for a very short amount of time. Manuel, what have you done? No, he didn't do anything. Charlie, of course Charlie did it. Charlie shot his neighbor's dog. The dog just would not stop barking, okay? I want the dog to shut up. That's it, okay? Am I such a bad guy for that? He says the dog was barking all night and wouldn't let him sleep. Now the neighbor's wife is telling everyone that they live next to a maniac. Sooner or later, the story's going to reach a journalist. What should we do? Pay the woman to shut up. That's what we'll do. So now we're going to pay the woman to not say anything. Billy Nash has now also been in an accident, by the way. This film is way behind schedule. He escaped with minor injuries, but he won't be able to work for some time. So we're going to have to stop filming again because I can't do anything about it. No emergency shoots for doubles, no rolling edits, no flexible schedule. I need all of these things. So I need them so bad. Rolling edits would have helped that. Would have fixed it. Oh well. We postponed the film once more. No, well, okay, somebody likes it. It's not bad, but rather than buy a ticket to this movie, get something the whole family will enjoy. Yeah. It's okay. It's not supposed to be a family movie. I didn't advertise it as a family movie. At least I don't think I did. I answered $100,000 to advertising on this thing. Okay, a furry paws away with you. We got a couple of films here now. Like I said, we're at a $1.1 million deficit, but this film right here is profitable. The one underneath the upgrade screen is profitable by almost $1 million. So crossing my fingers. We're going to make some money this year. Theater management's now done. We can go ahead and buy theaters now. Close. We can almost buy theaters. Cinemas for rent. This is rent out cinemas you own. That's sweet. Cinema optimization. Increase the number of daily screenings in your theaters from 5 to 6. That's very good. And I'd like to do that. I think so. That's going to be great. Printing office, analytics, statistics. Yeah, no, this is what I want. And why don't we boost that? We boost it? I'm not going to boost it. It's only a few days. Let's not boost that. Okay, now we need to build that. So we want to go to theater management. Yes. Very, very big deal, this building. We're going to put right back here. And you know what? I'm actually going to rush it. We're going to spend less money on it to get it started sooner. Okay, on repeat. Post-production worked out well. We did fix it a little bit. It's a 4.6. So thank you very much, Emma, for doing that thing you do. And now we're going to click this. Doing that thing you do. You guys remember that movie? Come Come on, you got to be old enough to remember that movie. Let's go this way. So female silhouette is not playing a lot here. We're gonna probably let's put it over top of Thanksgiving. That seems pretty good. Thrillers. It's competing with a lot here, but it's all right. So the first week we do have female silhouette kind of taking a little bit of our thunder there. So first week we're gonna want to rent. Unfortunately, we're just gonna buy the screenings for this. So we're gonna go about here. After that, though, we're clear. So we can max this out. Maybe bring this up. You know, like there is probably fine. Then max that out there and max that out there for that. We're not going to repeat female silhouette. So on repeat will be here. Let's go ahead and get our 6 weeks of printing. And let's go ahead and get our advertising effect. We'll start it there. I think maybe we could shift it up a little bit higher. Let's maybe pop it here. Yeah, and then we'll bring it. I might repeat this. I might repeat it. Wow, it's not letting me go any further. Why? Why not? Can I not? I can't go any further over. Wow. That's interesting, but okay. I guess that's what it is then. Okay. We are going to say it is... What kind of film is this? This is a thriller. On repeat. Let's see. Gabriel Orkowski's in this. This is Lydia's film. Cornelius wrote this. Wow. I can't believe it ended up as a 4.6. Okay, action thriller, Wild West, murderer. Protagonist finds the treasure. Okay, so we're looking at maybe something like that. That's fine. And go ahead and play. And seems good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Four Dads. That's the name of that film. Four Dads. Hey, we need experience for people. So, you know what? Let's do it. Let's bring on Four Dads. Chester. It's a romance, drama, action comedy about a daring adventure and even evil monster. Now, pass. We'll have you write another script, sir. Have you write another script? Let's see. Right here, Chester. No, I don't want you doing that. I want you to write another script. Let's have you write a different synopsis. Let's go with a working man comedy. See how you do there, Chester. If you get me a 2 quality script or better, I'll make it, okay? Got to start at 2.0. All right, production support is done. Make the film crew more comfortable on location shoots. There's some things we're going to be able to do because that building is done now. In these random events that pop up, there are going to be certain times where we can use that building and the services offered by it to help us. Okay, week 5. We didn't pay anything for the screening, so we don't need to expect a whole lot, but we did get 100% of our final week because we didn't screen it at all, I guess. So there we go. Gross $92 on one screening. Okay. Ending distribution. And goodbye. Yep. So, I mean, are we still really bad for the year? 1.3 now. I mean, I did buy the building. I've been, constructing buildings and stuff too, I guess. But we want to see Furry Paws do well. We need to sprint this film. It needs to be over a 4 artistic score. And it is not. Oh, boy. Oh, we need to help it. I don't know how we can help it, but we need to help it. Harley. We need to put some really, really good people behind this. We need to do it now. So, I need some really good people. I'm going to hire out. I'm going to have to. So, free... I'm thinking we can make this an Everett Daniel film. Everett's going to be on this. I'm going to get him for 2 movies. Really great cinematographer, can really bring up the film. We're going to get him a soundstage, I guess. I think I can actually do level 2 locations now, though, so we're going to do that, too. And then we can go and do that. Cinematographer, hi. There you go. Okay. And the cheaper stuff that's not as important, we'll do this, but we're going to go on location for the main ones and have that little extra invested there. Station, hotel, hospital, etc. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. That takes care of that. Film technology there. Extras, crew, everywhere. Producer. We got Ricardo Wagner. Let's get him in here. Director, we got Roger Fox. Let's get him on this. He's not very loyal. Man, I want to help him out with that. It doesn't matter. He's going to have to do this. All right, the cop. We can have Bobby Martin be a cop for this movie. Yikes. He's been a bandit the whole time. Like, he's not playing roles as the good guy. They're not used to seeing him as a good guy. But you know what? We're going to put Bobby in here and see how bad that actually turns out being. Rutkowski, you know, I was going to make you the angry boss. I still might. Criminal mastermind cop. What can you be? Maybe you can be the criminal mastermind. I like Edgar for this, though. Edgar could do this, but you've played that role before. People might be a little bit... You've been an angry boss before, too. So, I mean, I guess... Yeah, I guess we'll put you as the criminal mastermind here. Angry boss, we're going to make this be Edgar. You can come in here, and then our sidekick will be Fred Russell. I think we have enough talent here to make this work. I don't know what the performance is, but certainly up here in the cinematography, we should be able to bring this up. It needs to be over 4. And it's going to be shot in 98 days. Oh my gosh. 98 days is... It'll work. I was looking at this and I was like, no thanks, but this is just our lawsuit. Yeah. And then Wendy Carpenter movie is 439 days away. That's going to happen because it's already... it's stalled out again, isn't it? Yeah. This movie just keeps getting delayed and delayed and delayed with Wendy Carpenter. Hi, Gertrude. I'd love to work with you again. I'd really like you to be happier, though. Can we get you happier? How about we get you on 3 movies? How's that sound? Because you're all star and everything. All right, technical support being done. Now we can order camera stuff if you want. Like better technologies and such. Let's rush the props because I really want to have that. And Paul Tanner wants a break. I'm so tired. It takes all this energy. Oh, I just got out of bed in the morning. After my strength runs out, I sit staring at the wall, balling my will into a fist. Balling my will into a fist. Okay. Just to stand up and put on the kettle. You know what? You can take your 2 months, dude. Okay. Yada yada yada. You practice this pitch so much, and I butchered it to the point where I don't even want to hear it anymore. So just take your 2 months. It's my fault, but just take it. We just ruined Rotten Fates. Not sure how that happened, but we did. And I did. Or they did. Oh, well, Fred's not in a great mood, so that probably didn't help. He's also maxed himself out. Good for you. It's not great for anyone. Yeah, all of this happened. Like, all of this nonsense happened on the set. That's how. Can we save it with editing? Probably not. Probably not. But we'll put Beverly on it. We'll put Lewis on it. See what they can do with it. Probably not much, but we'll see. You can't really polish a turd all that much, but we'll see. Rotten Fates is not going to be as good of a film as it could have been. Certainly not as good as it was last time we played this game. Okay. I like this, the numbers here. We did all right. We didn't actually need to rent anything, so yeah, it's pretty good. I think I can probably do this again. This one could go again, but ooh, it's gonna have to go over top of Live Hard though. Okay, well, we can rent a few theaters here. So we had about 67%. So we're looking at probably a good. How many screenings do we want here? Let's say we want. We'll go here. Let's say 862 for that one, and we'll go down to about 692 for that one. These weeks are completely crowded, so we can't. So we'll just rent a few extra things for like week 1 and 2. No big deal. We can probably fill the theaters for those. Live Hard's got a B-. All right, Bone Grinder hated it, so we're going to be profitable. How it usually goes. Wow, look at that. Gertrude leveled up. She's now maxed out at 8.0, though. Okay, good. Well, at least we know where she is. 8.0 is really great, though, so we can use her in everything for like the rest of the game. $629,000 spent on that film. And actors want time off. There you go. We'll just give them the time off that they require. They were on the set a long time for those things, so I get it. Wayne Erickson. Okay, now, I don't know if they changed the outcome of this event, but this event was in every time we had anything with Wendy. This came up, the first film. So, in Up Next, it's about to wrap. There's just one big kiss scene on a collapsing bridge left to film. It's a dangerous stunt, very complicated. We're using Sergio the handyman for the stunt double. Sergio is brilliant, but, well, you know why they call him the handyman, right? Usually it's no big deal. This is show business after all, but we'll be playing the scene with Wendy Carpenter. And as I seem to recall, you promised the mayor you'd keep it all, well, you keep all the girls' shots clean. You can't rewrite the scene. The whole film leads up to it. We're talking about the climax of the picture, and we can't film the stunt without Wendy. She's in close-ups the whole time. I already asked around. The only stuntman besides Sergio who can handle the stunt like this is currently filming in France and won't be available for a month. And he's charging a ridiculous rate. What should we do? I can talk to Sergio, of course, but we've been through this before. He nods his head and then he just can't help himself. Nope, let's hope for the best. And that's the result. You know, theater management is done. We can now buy and sell movie theaters. Whew. Okay. Head of distribution says, in theater management, we can now buy and sell cinemas, which is a clear path to independence and financial stability. The wider our network of cinemas, the fewer screenings we'll have to rent from other sources. Plus, no one will be able to steal our own cinemas out from under our noses right before an important premiere. But remember, servicing a huge cinema network is not a cheap affair, so don't buy more than we really need. All right. How did they balance this? Let's see how this is. So if we go to cinemas, I haven't seen this before, so I don't know how they rebalanced it. But right now we have 455 per day is what we can do. And we need to be able to purchase them. So if I go to theater management, it looks like there are, we have 91 cinemas right now. So they made them a lot more expensive. So much more expensive. Wowzers. But it's so worth it, you guys. It's very, very worth it. It's a lot of money, but I'm going to buy like, I think this many here. So we're up to what? How many screenings am I getting here? It's going from, hang on. I want to see how many I'm getting here. So this is selling. I don't want to do this. So we're at 91, right? So total monthly maintenance right now is 27,000. We get 3185 showings every week. So if I bring this up, let's say there's so many theaters available too. It's nuts. Let's say I bring this up to here, 125. That's going to cost me $3 million now. That is insane. I'm doing it. I just spent a lot of money to buy those theaters because I have now a lot more showings that I can now do without having to rent them from other people. Right in time, my Doppler is good to go. Nice. All right. That's also going to hit my taxes and stuff too, which is great. We shouldn't have worried about Sergio's hands. He didn't allow himself the slightest adventure. His behavior towards Wendy was the height of professionalism and courtesy, and they got along swimmingly. It turns out that Wendy studied dance for some years in the studio owned by Sergio's brother. Between takes, they talked endlessly, telling stories like old friends, and Sergio performed all the stunts flawlessly. Wonderful to hear it. Russell, take a break. I don't hear your pity story. Just take a break, man. It's cool. Hi, Billy. Would I like to work with you again? I would. Yeah, let's go. Now, I'm running out of money. We need to be very careful at this point because I just bought a bunch of theaters. So I need to be very careful about how much money I'm spending here. But getting you for 3 more movies, I think is worth it. So here you go. Okay. And I don't know if you're not bad. You know, 16 is not bad for hiring you. And I'm going to need more actresses. I just feel like you're expensive, you know? Like, I just feel like you're a little lower than what the guy I just paid for is. And I'm getting his movies, I think, slightly cheaper than you. It's kind of weird. How about medical insurance? I think we'll try this. I'll keep you around because you're like a 6.0. So it's Oh my gosh. Yes, you can have 2 months. Go ahead. Unsuccessful operation. Oh boy. Well, at least it didn't fail. Unsuccessful is very different than fail because it can go up, right? We've seen that. So keep trying to get that secret out of the way. Okay. All right. Up next is done. The Wendy Carpenter film is done. It's a 5.0 artistic score. Great. Let's get it into the cutting room now. Her experience went up quite a bit. She's at 0.5. We're going to really shape this girl to be a star. All right. We're going to try to focus on getting Wendy to be a star in this run. I don't know how much effort that's going to take, but we're going to try our best with it. Let's go medium here, medium here, medium here. There we go. Let's get it out there. Return from vacation. Nice to see you, Jane. Yep. All these actors get to go on vacation. That's fine. All right. Thin blue line. Please, 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 please be improved. I need you to improve. That is a considerable improvement. Get over 4. All right. Now we need to keep you there. We need to keep you there. We put some really good people behind this. We need to keep you there because having the cop on our side is so good. Okay. We have services we can now offer now. I'm obviously going to put security in there, but we have service levels now. Affects the living conditions, quality of food, and overall comfort of the film crew. It's important for location shooting, especially abroad. In our case here, we have 65 days abroad, or 65 days on location, 32 days in the soundstage. We could do medium catering here. It costs us extra money, but it's going to improve everybody's experience, which should improve the film. So let's go ahead and start production on that. Rotten Fates is done. And it went down a little bit because, of course, it did. It's rotten. The Rotten Fates used to be a great film. And then I destroyed it right here. Now, the good news is we just bought theaters. And none of those theaters were considered in the schedule. So I have a few theaters that I can just, rent myself here right now. For Rotten Fates, kind of didn't want to buy any theaters, but it'd be nice to have another movie coming out on Halloween. So I think I'm going to do it anyway. We're going to say right about here is where Rotten Fates is going to live there. On the second week, we're going to get you to be maybe around this point there, let's say. Third week, I'm actually going to leave. I kind of need to rent some theaters anyway. So whatever. We'll just leave it. Just leave it exactly the way it is, but maybe bump this one up slightly. This one should be bumped up a little bit. Okay. So it kind of gradually comes down. We start with 41.93. Comes down to 33.37. That's a pretty big dip. Then 22.95, and then 1,800. I'm anticipating a pretty steep fall off here, okay? There we go. We're going to put that on Halloween. And then for advertising effectiveness, probably go here. Seems good. I'm going to hold it there. Rotten Fates was a story. It's like a love story, wasn't it? Yeah. It's a love story, hopeless romantic, rival, love interest, love triangle, star-crossed lovers, etc., etc., etc. I think this is a whole family piece, honestly. We could probably do... let's just do this. I don't know if I really want to put that much money into it. Circulator band, Pascal, get passed from there, blah, 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 blah. We could put it into... proven extremely popular among school children. It's probably not that kind of film. I'll just cover all of these. It's fine. Trying to get as many people to come see Rotten Fates as possible, but I don't want to overspend for theaters. So another scandal with David Gutman. Seriously, dude, I need to cut you from my company. We just need to cut ties with David Gutman. While speaking with the conductor, David Gutman learned that the train he was on from Chicago to LA was being driven by a woman. The actor declared that women have no place behind the wheel and pulled the emergency brake cable. The train's sudden halt left 13 people in the hospital with broken bones. I need to cut ties with him. I need to get out of here. Technical support building is pretty good for me to be able to buy new technologies. We're going to place you back here, I think. And we'll go cheap on that building. It's fine. All right, we're at $1.5 million in the bank. That ain't a lot, but we're going to start collecting from the films. We've been producing a lot of films. There's so many things we've already spent money on. Now we can start collecting the money from them, and let's see where we are at the end of that. So week 1, fantastic week. Had a lot of screenings, 100% attendance. Great. Week 2, hit 98%. Excellent. Week 3, we only rented a very small amount of theaters, so I didn't waste a lot of money there. And week 4 was just our own theater. This is pretty good, actually. I think I want to go ahead and extend this if I can. So we had 49% attendance the last week, which is pretty good. We are going to go ahead and zero these out because we don't need them. Let's just go ahead and make sure that that happens. And then we have extra. So I can just do this, and it doesn't really matter. But notice how this number now is much higher than it used to be. It used to be 31 something. Now it's 43 something. Actually, it used to be this. You can see it. So we just gained over 1,000 screenings per week by buying all those theaters. And these are theater spots that the competition cannot take from us, right? We can take it from ourselves, which is what I've been doing, but can't take it from us. We're going to go, I think, just like this. Yeah, I'm not releasing anything else in this time period, so we're just going to leave it like this. That's fine. I don't think we're going to need to rent anything here, so we'll go ahead and just do that. Advertising for this could be extended. It's also fairly effective still. We could maybe do like an extra week. Adds an extra $17,000 of cost, but we could do that. Just to like really get that in there. Outlines of the New World. It's a crappy script from a crappy writer. All right. How much experience did you get? Clifford. All right, you're up almost a 2.0 now. This is just a bad script for you. I'm not sure how you... you're almost a 2.0 writer. Not sure how that happened for you. All right, week 5. Only 20% attendance. We did rent some. I mean, I tried to get a little bit extra, right? And so I did okay. The second week was better. Yeah. We went from 20% of 862 to having 86% of 692. So like it actually bumped up a bit. And then nothing because I couldn't extend it. I didn't have any theaters available. So Furry Paws is gone. Add some money to our coffers here, up to $3 million. Nice. Evergreen Movies. Producer Frederick Bowman has been sentenced to life in prison. He lured children and teenagers to his country house, drugged them, then raped and strangled them. Police found the remains of 9 bodies in the basement of his house. All his victims were between 8 and 14 years old. Why did you keep them? 9? I mean, there's a lot of questions there, okay? I get it. There's like, why did you do all these things? But you kept them in your basement. What, freaking trophies or what? I don't get it. On the day it was announced, protesters gathered outside the courthouse holding up signs reading, "Hollywood is killing our children." They're demanding that the criminal be handed over to them for a people's trial. The police had to intervene and 27 people were detained. Lynching is not acceptable, but I understand how the people feel all across America. Texas State Senator Jake McGillicuddy in the commentary of the USA Post. Wild animals belong in the ground, not among the living. This applies to many people in Hollywood. All they ever think about is murder, smut, and drunkenness. Commenting on the Frederick Bowman verdict, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Gregory Firefroll warned, "What happened to these children is the tip of the iceberg. I'm sure there are dozens, if not hundreds, of these stories in Hollywood, but we'll get it all out." Yikes, yikes, yikes. Hi, Walter. He wants me to increase his pay again. Man, you're just so expensive for a 2.9. No, you'll probably leave if I don't. You're much more reasonable for a 2. Yeah, you're much more reasonable, honestly, for a 2.2. I'm going to say yes to that. And then, did you get happy at all by me doing that? I figured that would make you happier. I'm going to have to fire Walter. I already know it. If he didn't leave. Oh, he just left. Yeah, he's gone now. Yeah, Walter's just gone now. Is he considered a free agent? He is. And he wants $5,700. Okay. It's just too expensive for what he is. You know, like it's just way too high. I could get Sherman, and he's almost as good. It's a leader, actually, as opposed to lazy, and he's half the price. So I'm going to replace you with Sherman. How you like that? Clifford, I think I want you to write something, Clifford. Write me a comedy. How funny are you, Clifford? Can you write me a comedy? Write me something. Drama. I think maybe I could do a custom one here. Road less traveled what needed to be written too, right? And I never actually did it. So Harley's going to do this. Yeah, action adventure. He just doesn't like thrillers. That's fine. So Harley, I want you to write this. And then we need a story for my other writer. Who's my last writer here? It's Sherman. You're actually okay. I'm gonna have you search for something. Yeah, search for a story element instead. Should be all right there. Lawrence, take a vacation. That's fine. That's good for your happiness. Loving it. Great, 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 great fun with our 2.9 million. Is it time to buy more theaters? Maybe. I don't know. In the past week, hundreds of newspapers across the country printed a column by Joe Green, social activist from Alabama. A veteran of the Great War, Green is best known for a spontaneous speech he delivered 8 years ago, with which he single-handedly ended the racial riots in his native Montgomery. In the new article, Green reflects on the recent story of a producer who turned out to be a child murderer. Today we turn the other cheek. Tomorrow we say a quiet prayer. Today we are willing to believe justice. Today we are willing to believe this is just an isolated incident. But if Hollywood continues to breed violence, tomorrow will be different. I have no idea if that's how people actually talk in Montgomery, Alabama. Just giving it a shot. Here we go. New story elements. Choo choo. Train job. Love it. Thank you, Cornelius. I think I will have you repeat that. 23% is not a bad chance. There we go. Bring that down. Come on, man. Get that out of here. The illegal gift thing. Get it out of here. Yes. Go improve your health. Sarah's back. I can put her in a bad film. Soldier. Very good. Bernard, I'm going to have you write something. All right, Bernard, what are you going to write? Let's see. I need to know what Bernard is good at. What is Bernard good at? He is good at comedy. Bernard is good at comedy. Well, let's write a comedy then. We're going to say... This one is... Get Down. With an exclamation point. Oh, I can't put an exclamation point in the title. Oh, it's got to be like a game development restriction or something. You can't have it in the file name or something, probably. You know what? Get Down is going to be an action comedy. All right, I'm thinking like this is something Kevin Hart would be in or something, you know? This is going to be a action comedy about there. Should be good. Let's put it on a... we can put it in a city. I'm not doing a whole lot with the Wild West yet. I probably should get on that at some point too. But I wonder if they get bored of the same settings. I don't see any indication that that's the case, but it could happen. Clumsy Oaf seems good. I don't think we need any antagonists for this. So this is gonna have let's see, damsel in distress, a femme fatale. We're gonna have a rival. There's a sidekick. All sorts of people here. We're going to say that there is a shootout and the protagonist rescues the hostage. Yeah, I think so. We could also say, see, there's 5 actors in this. Whew. 5 talent in this. That's pretty extreme. Do I want to have anything else? Let's say instead of the rival, we change it to having a bigger theme here. And let's say, instead of the rival, we have an ancient puzzle. I don't know about that. Should go for a better life. We could do slapstick. Too noisy and fussy, most viewers will have a ball. Yeah. Slapstick mayhem seems like it would make more sense. And I'm not sure about the shootout here. We can change the shootout to be... quite a love treasure hunt. Nah, shootout's pretty good though. Shootout works pretty well here. Generous profanity would be cool, but I kind of wanted this to be a family movie. Yeah. Kind of want this to be a family movie. Maybe we, avenging loved ones, generous profanity here in his uniform, searching for a killer. Nah, I think I was all right with the shootout. It's fine. Yeah. Shootout could be okay. And, Bernard, go at it, man. Go at it, man. See how it works. I'm thinking it's like a Kevin Hart comedy, family comedy, fun movie kind of thing, you know? Like the new Jumanji kind of thing is what I was looking at. Okay. Dead Sailor's Wedding, a C+ on the Kino Mark score. Very nice. Okay. We are going to be putting a lot of this money into new theaters, but we have to be careful about the maintenance of the theaters because that gets very expensive very quick. The game tried to warn me about that, but as long as I'm releasing a lot of films and like occupying all of those spaces, it should be fine. You just got to be careful of buying so many theaters that you can't fill them. And I think that's kind of the main thing to take from this. So right now, we have 125 cinemas. There are still 1,228 to go. I like the idea of maybe getting a few more, though. I'm thinking maybe we get up to about 5,000 screenings. Get pretty close to 5,000 screenings. Let's go up to, yeah. I think we'll go to 5,000 screenings. There we go. So we'll buy that. And then we're done. No more theaters for a while. We just want to be able to fill that many. I got a lot of films that are going to get distributed and things that are coming up, you know. I want to make sure that I can fill them. So let's also make sure that we're getting other ideas done. Do we have any more writers? No. So I think once you're done like looking for story elements, we need to have all writers actually writing. Speaking of which, though, also we could do technical support being done is great. This. When rolling edits is done, we go straight for the freelance writer's office. That allows us to get more scripts writing at once and to hire other writers to do it so that our writers don't have to do it. And then our writers can be looking for story elements, maybe. To buy new image and sound technologies, click the cart button. Yeah. So we could buy the Hespero 35. We could. I think I might actually go for the Dominus instead. I already have an improvement of... The practicality is low here, but we could always improve it. I already have the technology on the existing camera done, which meets this. 2 quality, 1 practicality, 3 economy. So right away, I'd have to improve this even further. I like the Doppler the way it is. It's basically the same price as what this is to use. So I don't really care. The sound equipment, though, that's a bit of an issue. Quality is twice what this is. Technically, it's 2 instead of 1. Practicality is the same. Economy is the same, but it's just going to instantly improve my quality. And so if I went with this, and then immediately went over to my engineering office, I don't even have to go there. It's gonna let me do it. So I go over to my. I guess I do have to do it. Hang on. Go over to my engineering office. I can now take, not the Doppler, here. I can now go over to the Sonotone Dominus, and we can start improving that. So I can say 300, 540. Maybe we go for the 300 first. So let's start this research like that, just to raise that quality up even higher. I want really high quality sound. Okay, Thin Blue Line. Bobby Martin used to work as a fireman, so he easily kicks the door down during the fight scene. It doesn't look spectacular enough. See, I already know the result of this. I wish I didn't, but I already know the result of this, and I really don't like any of the options. Like, this is never a good event. We cannot afford to lower the artistic appeal, so I can't do so what. If I order a stronger door, then the filming is 50% slower for 2 days. I spend $300, which is nothing, but then it gets delayed again. I know, spoiler alert. But it doesn't lower the film's quality, and I need that film higher. I just don't know if that delay is going to put me behind the schedule with it. I think I had like 100 days. I had like 100 days built in as a buffer, so it should be okay. So we're ordering a stronger door. We need to do it in 178 days. So We have a good amount of days as a buffer. I think we can probably handle it. Okay. Live hard. Yeah, it's barely showing at all now. Let's go ahead and end distribution. Bye. People are returning from vacation. Very nice. Okay. And the armored door was too strong, and Bobby Martin injured his knee while filming the fight scene. So now we stopped filming for 10 days. Yeah. Okay, no big deal. He'll be back at it in 10 days. Return from vacation. I don't care about you. You're locked to 6. Although later we have the ability to unlock his potential and raise it anyway. But for now, he's just locked at 6. Which is still pretty good. I mean, no, don't do this. Don't do it. No, don't do it. It's a Wendy film. Let Wendy succeed. Post-production, how could you? Emma, how could you? Okay, this is a Wendy film. I'm going to put her on the cover. I'm going to say that that's her. I'm going to put it on the cover. The mayor's going to love it as long as we put it in a place where it can actually thrive. How about right here? Nope. How about right... Oh, man. Releasing this on Thanksgiving would be so good, though. I just have to pay for all the showings, and I don't want to do that. I can, though. The thing is, I can do that. I can release it here and have it done. And then the mayor would be on my side. I can release it right alongside on repeat. You know, what else do I have to compete with here? I guess maybe I can bring it more of a holiday season thing. I can bring it to, like, maybe here. It's a 5.0, so, like, that covers me if I do this. I don't have to order any films. I can just do this. Although I won't want to do that. I'll probably do, yeah, that, and then probably something along like these lines. Probably what I'll do. Leave room for other films to take some of these spaces. That's pretty good. And then here I can order a few screenings. Just because I'm gonna put lots of marketing into it, so it'll be about here. Let's say here. Yeah. So we'll get the printing done. 6 days. I wouldn't have been able to do cheap printing anyway, so I guess that's fine. We'll go ahead and hit apply here. It's releasing well within our time limit. And we're probably going to repeat it. So we're going to say it goes to here. The marketing will extend. I don't know if I need to extend that. I'm not going to do that. It's expensive. We're going to go here. Okay. We want to go basically just like this. Yep, all the marketing possible. This film is not for kids, but it's for everybody else's. Okay, so we'll go ahead and apply this. And that's the film with the mayor. Well, the mayor's daughter, anyway. That one's done, taken care of. Okay. So the only thing that's on a timer at the moment is the thin blue line, which just keeps having problems. Gabriel Witkowski has decided that the mafia boss he plays should be Italian. To get into character, he reread all the old issues of the comic book Luigi versus the Black Hand and learned a couple hundred Italian words. Everyone is afraid of telling him that his accent and gestures are too cliche and unconvincing. He's irritating the entire crew. Let's give him more time to prepare. Stops for 25 days. Can I afford it? Can I afford that? I have some extra time baked into this, but this is on a time crunch. And I don't want a lower quality film because the artistic skill has to be higher, and this will raise that appeal. So I'm going to go for 25 days. So 25 extra days puts me... It's very close. It puts me very close. I'm probably going to have to rush. I'm going to have to rush the printing. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to meet this, is to rush the printing. The Hardened Criminal. Hey, look at that. Well done. It's almost like I wrote something good. All right. I mean, I didn't write it. I got the synopsis, but Felix wrote it. Felix is doing pretty good there. Let's start this project too. We definitely need more projects going because we're not producing anything at the moment, so that's a pretty big deal. We're going to give it to Homer. He's on a schedule. Homer likes locations, so do I. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll give him great locations. The cheap stuff we can probably put in a soundstage, though. Yeah, let's put the cheap stuff in a soundstage. It's okay. Great locations there is good. Okay. Doppler, and then we're going to use the Dominus, which just adds a little bit of quality. We're going to go ahead and give you all the tools you need to be successful there. Producer, let's get you with Joe. Director, I really don't want to hire another director, but yeah, I kind of have to for this film. This film needs another one. Let's put you with Leland. Leland, I'm going to get for 3 movies. There you go. And Leland Kester is going to be awesome for this film. There we go. Okay. The Cop. Who is the cop? It's got to be me. It's got to be. It's got to be happening. I was just a cop earlier. So, you know, I get to be a cop again. I don't know if that's really a great thing. Plus, I'm not in a good mood, so maybe not. No cop. All right. So who can be my cop? Who's in a really good place? Bill Ramsey's in a pretty good place. He's not that expensive. Wayne Porter, how are you this cheap? Wayne is so cheap. You're going in here for 3 years, sir. Done. I don't know how you got that cheap, but I'm hiring you. You must have a really hard time getting work. And then Bill Ramsey's here as well. So I'm going to grab you. You're going to be in this film too, by the way. I'm just going to get you for movies, though. You're not that cheap. So 3 movies for you. Thank you, Bill. Come on in here. Okay, Bill, you can be my cop. Femme Fatale, we're going to put Gertrude on this. She's got 3 movies. Maybe Opal. Opal's all right. Have you been Femme Fatale yet? No. You were, though. I'm going to put you here. Femme Fatale for you. Opal. Sidekick. Yeah, that could be Charlie. Charlie could be the sidekick. Criminal 1, Wayne Porter. Ooh, hey, Diligent. Yeah, David Gutman. Okay, so you could be here. Criminal 2, we're going to have you be Peter. You see how expensive it is when you put this, use this thing with Criminal Gang? I only did 3, but I could have done like up to 6 or something like that. It gets very expensive for all these people to be working together like this. We need someone who's not a misogynist. We're dealing with women here. Arrogant. Hey, Donald. You know, Donald could be in my movie. He was a cop before too. Sidekick. Hey, you know what? Donald, get in here, buddy. You're available. I can get you for 3 movies too. I am running out of money. Holy noly. Hang on. 1 movie, please. Just noticed my cash is basically gone. So 1 movie for Donald. And Donald, you are now going to replace Bill Ramsey as the cop. You've been a cop before. Only once, though. I don't think they're really tired of it. You've been in thrillers recently, too. Yeah, that's no big deal. I don't think. Sidekick-wise, we're going to put Bill as our sidekick instead. Criminal 1, we'll swap that to be me. And then we'll shift everybody else down the line here. There we go. Okay. That cast is going to be great. Go. That's going to be awesome. But I'm very, very low on cash. Thankfully, Dead Sailor's Wedding is making a profit, so it is going to pay me money, and feeling good about that too. I just need to stop buying theaters. 5,000 is good for now. All right, so we're going to get $432,000 paid to us here. And we could just renew this. Let me just set up distribution really quick and see what we're dealing with here. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, first off, we definitely want to close that down. See how crowded it is? There's just like no theaters available. So we have a maximum of 630 through here, and that's what we're just going to have. We're just going to have the movie consistently in our own theaters. We would not be able to do this had I not added more cinemas. We would just not have any showings. We would have to end Dead Sailor's Wedding, but now I can keep Dead Sailor's Wedding alive. I can keep it playing because I want to occupy my entire theater, right? I want to always have something running at the maximum amount of seats in my theater. Okay. Let's see how everything turned out here. Female Silhouette. This is my Halloween release thriller. Bone Grinder hates it. Jeanette Foley says, from the Southern Night, she says, does this film have any redeeming qualities? The staging of the romantic scenes was among the best we've seen in years. It's a thriller. What are you talking about? I mean, my writers just make a whole lot of stories that make no sense. So, you know, I didn't write this story. But, yeah, so. All right, and then Rotten Fates. releasing at the same time. Here's a Kino Mark score of a B. We're going to make a lot of money back here, okay? 1.7 million. We're going to make a lot of money back because we have a lot of films in theaters at the same time, all with a good number of showings that are consistent with its ratings. So we should be able to get maximum attention, I hope anyway, for all of these movies. Let's go. We're down a lot of money on those two, and hopefully they redeem us quickly. Let's go ahead and time accelerates. There we go. And okay, not bad. Hey, you know, that's a pretty good first week. I like it. We're only down 209 with Rotten Fates, and we're almost profitable already after week 1 with Female Silhouette. So looking pretty good there. I'm liking it. Do I have any ability right now to write another script? Oh, it looks like I do. I got a writer available. I think it's because he just finished this one. No. Ugh, the little balls. I might give this one to Sarah. I think I'll give this one to Sarah. Oh, let's actually make this project. It's crap. Let's improve it. Cinematographers, I want Harry. You can do this. We're going to go on location for you, Harry. Good luck. Is it going to cost me that much? Really? Holy moly. No, we're going 1 star. Yeah, we're going 1 star. No soundstage available. So we're just going to go like this. Filming tech here. It actually costs less to use this sonotone, so we will. Not giving you anything extra. Producer, Roy's on the case. Lewis can handle this one. Our working man is going to be Russell. Congratulations. Our evil witch is going to work with the libidinous Russell Simmons. That's just Sarah Freed. Yeah, she hasn't done anything, so we're going to put her in here for this movie. Okay, let's just seal it and go. Just get it out the door. It's kind of a crappy movie, but it's okay. What else we got? Historical, thriller, adventure. Who's my writers available? Chester. I'm gonna write this adventure movie. Go. And then I need a story workshop for my good writers, though. I use the ideas. I know some people say you shouldn't do that, but like I'm trying to. Like sometimes they come up with something that's like a 1.5 or a 2 or a 2.5 or something, all by that synopsis. They come up with it all by themselves. For the weak writers, for the lower level writers, I don't want to put a whole lot of thought into what the story should be just to have them ruin it with their ratings, right? So I'm just letting them make crap until they're better, and then I'll start giving them, you know, precisely tailored things. It's just a better usage of my own time, I think, anyway. It's just how I'm playing the game. Felix is the only one that doesn't have anything to do right now. Everybody else is busy. Wait, no, Bernard's on Get Down. So Felix is my action guy. He's a 4.3. We need another action movie for you. Okay, story workshop. Fully loaded. Nope, fully loaded. Okay, fully loaded is an action thriller drama. No, he doesn't. I don't think. No, let's do. Let's do action comedy. Why not? I don't care. Let's do action comedy, and we'll say this is like this. Maybe a 50-50 split for you is fine. We'll go with a tropical island here because that might make sense in some capacity. And we're gonna say that this one is a movie about a soldier. Ooh, we do a war movie on an island. Okay. Yeah, we can play that. We want an evil monster, though. I don't know about that. Bandits. I wish there was another antagonist. There needs to be an antagonist for a soldier, right, though? I feel like there does. How about a tribal chief? Tribal chief's cool. We're going to say that there is always a femme fatale. You gotta throw the ladies some love in here, right? There's not a lot of roles for ladies that make sense here, usually. Let's get the damsel in distress. Why not? We're going to rescue her. Sure. We're going to rescue her as well. We're gonna get the it could be a heroes in uniform thing. It's firefighters, police, so it's not rescue workers, so it's not for soldiers necessarily. Okay, what about an ancient puzzle that goes with tribal chief and tropical island? So I kind of like that. And we want to also do a prison break, and then in the end we rescue the hostage. I like this. Ancient puzzles. Yeah, this could be cool. All right. And is it a comedy though? Yeah, but let's put a Like 55, 20, 45 there for him. Okay. Felix, go ahead and write me that film. That could work for the island, the whole ancient puzzle thing. I'm thinking like Uncharted. You know, Uncharted's a cool game. If you haven't played it before, it's great. I hear great things. I've only played the first game for like halfway through, but I hear great things. Here we go. Security. Agent training is done. Hire detectives, military personnel, and bodyguards of high-ranking government officials. We'll lock your agents in a secret camp and train them to be smarter, more agile, and more dangerous. Lovely. I like more danger. Okay, so we could do the accelerated training, which makes that faster. It's 1,000 days, or 1,000 days for the research, though. Or secret keepers. Reduce the risk of a secret leaking by 2 levels instead of 1. Do like that. I'm getting more secrets lately, though. Gotta be careful on my money spend, but that does make it a lot better, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and put this in. 1,000 days to go secret keepers. Then maybe we can look at offensive stuff later. It is 150 days to start that process, but I'm kind of more on the defensive for the game, to be honest. We'll see. I'll probably get into all elements of it, but you know, for now, I'm kind of just trying to be defensive and protect my secrets at the moment because I have that problem and I don't have the others. Naturally, it's always better to learn by doing, but that doesn't mean that there's no place for training. Now we can send the boys from security to a secret training ground. The instructors there are smart fellows with impressive experience. They can show you how to stalk a target, how to sniff out information, how to punch someone in the face. Hey, you can teach them how to punch people in the face. Nice. So which one of you guys wants to be trained? Yeah, how about Carl? Carl Brooks. You're the first guy to be trained here. Oh, it costs cash and influence. Wow, that's expensive. Never mind. No training yet. It costs influence of all things, huh? Okay then. See why I don't like influence for, you know, speeding up researches, because like you have to use that stuff for a lot. You got to use money, sure, but you can make money a lot faster than you can make influence, at least in the early game. In the late game, it starts to get easier to, it's not that hard to make either one, but it's significantly easier to make money in the early game than it is to make influence. All right, On Repeat has decent reviews. It's going to theaters now as well. Everybody getting some experience, and we're $642 in on that one. So that's a fairly expensive film as well. And the secret is gone. And the secret is gone. He light it up. Lit it on fire. No more secret. Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? Wait, what was that? I missed that. What was that? That thing that just went away. Oh, it was the construction. Yeah. It was the construction thing. I mean, we already knew that was going to happen. I already knew that was going to be a problem. So they might take $500,000 from me, but I am going to try to shift the odds in my favor here with my better legal protection. Yeah. Odds of winning is 60% right now. Ooh. Okay, well, there it goes. 11 days to trial. What's gonna happen?